مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.
Students of grade 11, hello everyone. I hope you are all safe and healthy. I hope that you all behave responsibly to win the battle against the so-called coronavirus. Fortunately, we all believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So let's begin and let's listen to some verses of the Holy Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ما أصاب من مصيبة إلا بإذن الله ومن يؤمن بالله يهد قلبه والله بكل شيء عليم وأطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول فإن توليتم فإنما على رسولنا البلاغ المبين الله لا إله إلا هو وعلى الله فليتوكل المؤمنون. So, my advice is to strongly believe that nothing would happen without the permission of the only creator of all words, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's go to our lesson. And our lesson is about question mark, or do you know, subject and object questions. Steve went to the party. This is a sentence. An object question about the precedent sentence is where did Steve go? And the answer is, of course, to the party. A subject question would be who went to the party? And the answer is obvious. It's Steve. So when we talk about subject questions, we make these questions when we don't know the subject, sometimes the agent or the doer of the sentence. Note that we do not change the word order. So, who went to the party? Who, which replaces the subject, went to the party, is the same order as the first or the affirmative sentence. A third remark is that we do not need any auxiliary verbs in the present simple or the past simple. Neither do, nor does, nor did. None of the auxiliaries is needed. The last note is that we only use who or what, of course sometimes which, to ask about either people or things. I hope everything is understood up to the moment. The object questions, on the other hand, are resorted to ask about the object if it is unknown. Note that the order of the different parts of the sentence is changed. So we change the word order. We need the WH question word, where, when, who, which, etc. We then put the auxiliary verb before the subject and next the main verb. As we aforementioned, we need an auxiliary verb, either do or does or did. And of course we may use different question words like what, who, which, but also when, where, how, why, and the like. Is everything understood, or shall we explain more? Okay, let's consider the following sentences. Coronavirus killed more than 10,000 persons. Each student cleans his hands. Al-Andalus school provides online courses for the pupils or the students. Note the phrases highlighted in blue represent the subject of the sentence. All circled words are the verbs, and the underlined phrases or expressions are generally the object. We will suppose that everything in the sentence, in this lesson, which is different of the subject and the verb, will be called object. So, imagine now that we want to ask about either the subject or the object of any sentence. Let's consider another example. Yesterday, Ali, which is the subject of the sentence, sent a letter to Ahmed through his phone to tell him about the news. So, when we want to ask about the subject, highlighted in blue again, we need to pose a subject question. When we want to ask about any of the other parts, each highlighted dependently of the others in blue and red, when we want to ask about any of the other parts of the sentence, we need an object question. So, if I want to ask about the subject, namely Ali, Al-Andalus school, each student, coronavirus, we need a subject question. If we want to ask about any of the other parts, a letter to Ahmed through his phone to tell him about the news, his hands, online courses for the pupils, more than 10,000 persons, we need an object question. Let's start with the subject questions and let's learn together how to form a subject question. Some notes. The first one is that you should remember the different WH question words we have seen before, especially what, which, and who. These are the three question words to use to ask about the subject. The second note, you will need no helping or auxiliary verb like do, does, and did. there will be another remark, but we will leave it at the end. Let's take the following example. Ahmed bought a new car. We want to ask about Ahmed in case we don't really know who bought the car. Imagine that we don't know this person. Our question will be, for example, who bought a new car? Or which of your friends bought a new car? Bought a new car. Ahmed bought a new car. Who bought a new car? Which of your friends bought a new car? Note that the order of the sentence is the same, either in the affirmative sentence or in the question. Note so that no inversion was needed, so just you need to keep the same order. Just replace the subject, Ahmed here, with who or which of your friends, for example. Let's now try to do the same with object questions. Other WH question words may be needed. It's not only who, what, and which, but also where, when, how, why, whom, etc. The second important remark is that you need an auxiliary verb, generally do, does, and did. And the word order needs to be changed or inverted. Let's focus on the following examples. Ali ate an apple. The question will be, in case we don't know what did Ali eat, the question will be, what did Ali eat? Ali played football is the same as Ali did play football. And the question will appear exactly like the following. What, which is the WH question word, we will use did, which was the second word in the sentence, just after what? Ali, which was the first word. Ali, which was the first word, will go after did, and then the main verb play. Ali played football. It's the same as Ali did play football. What we will do, we will invert Ali and did, and the WH question word, here what, will be the first word of the question, of the sentence. Have a look on the following questions and tasks and try to answer them. You can just pause the video and do your best. Here we are. So the first question is, choose the correct question for these answers. The first answer is, I bought a newspaper this morning. And the three choices are, what bought you this morning? What did you buy this morning? And what you did buy this morning? Note that we are asking about a newspaper, which is the object. So we need to invert and we need an auxiliary. And the second choice is the best answer. is the answer. What did you buy? The second, something odd happened during the storm last night. The choices are what happened during the storm last night and what did happen during the storm last night. We are asking about the subject. We need no inversion, no auxiliary, and A is the answer. The third, one of the students did not do the final exam. Who didn't the final exam do? Or who didn't do the final exam? We are again asking about the subject. We need to keep the order. We need no extra auxiliary. Didn't do the final exam. It is the same as here, and we added who, so B is the answer. Try to understand why we did choose B for number 5, A for 4, A for 6, and C for 7. And let's go to the second question. Complete the questions for each of the answer. Mike and Brenda bought a new laptop. We choose who for the first question because the order was kept and no auxiliary was added, so we are asking about the subject and who. In contrast, the second, there is an extra word which is the auxiliary and the order is changed, so we are asking about the object, and the appropriate question word is what. What did Mike and Brenda buy? Good students, the subject, go to the library. Where do good students go? What do good students do? Here we are asking about some objects of the sentence, although it is not the appropriate grammatical term, but we made the consensus that we will classify any expression other than the subject as an object. So the last one, who goes to the library? Here the order is kept and we are asking about the subject, and the choice is who. Enjoy analyzing yourself. Why did we choose those question words for the common sentences and examples? I hope everything is understood. Back to our first verses of the Holy Quran, and hope to see you soon, safe and healthy.